Alright, so first off, call a lot of bash me shy, bash me back with dash. So we honestly pass a great stone and shout out to the brothers of the group a lot sincerely. And it's true. You know, when the brothers from GS Jamaica, you know, at it again, you know, just to go in some more information, you know, on what really takes place in the society concerning, you know, international affairs, you know, and how basically lead up to the World War III, you know, and you know, the mark of the beast, the time of Jacob's trouble, all that, yo. Right, so we have a little article, you know, we're going on right now, you know, basically bring us some more information about the situation. So we can get right into it.
So this article is from www.kitco.com, and it is titled "Saudi Arabia threatens to ditch dollar oil trades to stop NOPEC sources." And it was published on Thursday, April 4, 2019, and it reads, Saudi Arabia is threatening to sell its oil in currencies other than the dollar if Washington passes a bill exposing OPEC members to US antitrust lawsuits.
Right, and we can say this, if you have any idea about Saudi Arabia and oil and the US dollar, right, if you have any ideas about the situation, you don't know that the US dollar is the world's reserve currency, also known as the petrodollar. Right, and one of the biggest exporters of oil in the world is OPEC, right, through Saudi Arabia. Right, so Saudi Arabia making a threat by saying they're going to dump the US dollar and start using other currencies, right, without detrimental effects on the US dollar. Right? First off, it causes hyperinflation. Right, and it also release the US and then capability to sanction other countries, you know, via them US dollars. Right, go ahead.
Three sources familiar with Saudi energy policy said. They said the option had been discussed internally by senior Saudi energy officials in recent months. Two of the sources said the plan had been discussed with OPEC members, and one source, brief on Saudi oil policy, said Riyadh had also communicated a threat to senior US energy officials. The chances of the US bill known as NOPEC coming into force are slim, and Saudi Arabia would be unlikely to follow through. But the fact Riyadh is considering such a drastic step is a sign of the kingdom's annoyance about potential US legal challenges for OPEC.
So we get some indication about the situation. So the problem is that Saudi Arabia can manipulate the price of oil based on how much they produce, right, versus how much they work for the market. Right, because you know, economics 101, demand and supply. Right, the more oil for the market, the lower the price. Right, the less oil for the market, the higher the price. Right, the demand don't change because you know oil is in high demand because of the industrialized world. Right, so this is how OPEC manipulate the price. Now the US have a problem with that. Right, so the NOPEC bill basically is to enable the US to sue OPEC in case of them so-called manipulating the price. Right, so this is why Saudi Arabia say, well, okay then, if the US have got this step, well they can sue if we do this, then we have a move from the US dollar. Right, which would have been the ultimate sanction from the US.
But the US will see it as a betrayal because most of them are allies with Saudi Arabia.
Right, they must see that right. But that's why Saudi Arabia the first step is to listen. If we don't pass the bill, we can sue it and we are left that. Right, because basically we cannot threaten us. Right, so just to show you what's time go on, you know, all these nations are moved from the US, yo.
That even I show you a deeper rift because it's coming out after Bretton Woods and all of that. The new, you know, they come up with a new economic system, which was the petrodollar, US to be the world reserve currency, headed by the petrodollar. And this is what US used over the years to basically manipulate and control all the nations. You know what I mean? And Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest allies, and them are the main person that keep the petrodollar together. Right. You know what I mean? But for the mere facts of Saudi Arabia even think twice. If US has say, alright then we are going to sanction it if we should manipulate it. For the facts that them even think twice, it shows you deep down so them have a break from the US. Because if they never have the intention of breaking, them wouldn't care if the US one. Because them have said this sanction are going to affect us. Because we now have to think about the break. Because we love them with you. So it shows just say Saudi Arabia planning to break and US know so Saudi Arabia plan to break. That is why them have come up with this.
The bill, right?
With the bill. Yes.
And it goes to show the hypocrisy of US as well, because over the years US has been partnering with Saudi Arabia to manipulate oil prices to suit its own agenda. Right? But if Saudi Arabia should do it independently, right, then it's a problem.
Because of this, one principle at the time, the above. But because of this, 2 years ago, when the oil price got down to, I think it was $29 a barrel, right? The US was one behind that figure, the Russian production, right? Because the Russian them, I think it was $30 something. Dollar barrel, I think $30 barrel, it costs for them to produce the oil. And bring it down to the 20 to 29. Really hurt them. Yeah, right. See, so that's what they used before, See, but no, the American, them don't want the Saudi Arabia, they use it against them. Right, so that's why they want to sue them just in case. Go ahead, 1-5. Alright. That's all that for. No, it's not fair. Let's just repeat it. 1-5. Isaiah.
Alright, Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5.
Right.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine,
right,
he's a proud man.
Right.
Neither keep it at home, who enlarge it his desire.
He said he need to keep at home. He said because America aren't trying to get them hands in everybody's business, So go ahead.
Who enlarge it his desire as hell,
right,
and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Right, because him go around the earth and he can't satisfy, but we keep on and try if he seek try to reap everything for himself. See, no matter what things he get the Renaissance still now. Right, but we keep going,
The world power,
See, the bigger the world power.
One more, how higher they can get.
See, but when we keep going, implement legislation out of the country. See, they oppress everybody. But they can't satisfy what they have already.
Cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations,
right,
and heaped unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him,
right,
and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Right, you see, another one take place no more, right, See, in Ezekiel 13, it tells us the Most High would come, defense, but them weaker nations, because all the time everybody think about a proverb, a taunting proverb against America. But all the time everybody lick out against America, basically. See, all the time everybody has said, listen, this is what we are doing over the years. Right now, we do appreciate this, and at that time we're going to do something about it. See,
he said, how long? Unto him that laded himself with thick clay.
Right. Which the thick clay in the scripture come from hypatia, which means deck. In financial deck,
Right. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee?
Right, and like this can talk directly to Saudi Arabia. See, our OPEC will rise up against them and say, no, we are going to $1. I see people like China and Russia where I say, no, we're not, Venezuela, right? We'll come up against it.
A lot of countries, in the news is like, you keep building and building and building, the pressure against the dollar.
Yeah, man.
Even years ago since we started this truth. And I mean, you can find articles of going against the dollar, and over the years, it has been growing and growing the numbers of countries. And I mean, every day you can find a new article. And I mean, and at one point it just happened suddenly.
And right now, it just secluded to the so-called communist nation. Them are, you know, the Islamist regime. Them. See, now you have countries like Germany, where say they know like the approach of the Americans. Right? See, because you know, as over time it will get worse. Because over time, even them so-called best friend, England, I go outright say no. We now go the American way. You see, because America have been exploited a nation them, you know, over the years.
As I said, over the years, in order for US gain control over certain nations, and do certain things to them. Because if you look at Cuba, for example, right, they wanted to have their own way with Cuba. Cuba wasn't having it. So they used the excuse saying that Cuba is a communist, so that's why they might have an embargo between themselves and Cuba. But at the same time, they continue to trade with China, which is a communist.
So these are because a couple of years ago, maybe 20, 30 years ago, Saudi Arabia would even dream of violating the US. Not in them wildest dreams. You know what I mean? So it goes to show how them smaller nations coming up. You know what I mean? And kind of saying, wait, you know, you really can maybe do something against the harlot. You know what I mean? The most I put, because all of this are prophecies, you know what I mean? The most I put certain things in them smaller nations, a spirit to kind of come up. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 10. And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Start from more, brother.
Verse 9. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Help from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all.
Right, because America, the empire, basically coming down. You know what I mean? And these nations see it and realize, both financially, both in the infrastructure, every way that they see it, then they really see a future. You know what I mean? So these nations looking somewhere else. You know what I mean? So you know that America coming down. You know what I mean?
Even all the chief ones on earth, it hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Right, because you know the other nation they know the mystical have built straight, yo. Right, back in I think back in the 60s, coming up, see America was the superpower, yo. See, in that time in a World War II, in 1945 when they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. See, you know, America was the power, yo. But over time, you know, everybody starts strengthening themselves. See, the Russian them start their nuclear program, Chinese start a nuclear program, the Pakistani them, right? It's the Indian them, right? Right now, North Korea, the so-called Persian them, we don't know if them have no nuclear weapon yet, they still don't have any, right? But we most likely them have, right? But everybody have the strength, yo. See, everybody have them military up to par, them technology, right? So the extra edge of America they have, right? They lose it, yo. It has diminished. The gap gets smaller and smaller as time goes by.
Dominance that they had,
right?
Originally, right? Over that created their empire in the first place, right? You can see where the strength is being reduced, and also the whole in a global sense, and the rest of the world, right? You can see that are reduced, so, right? Which is our prophecies,
right? But lose that edge, you know. Come down weak.
Continue this.
Right.
You say, in the unlikely event Riyadh were to ditch the dollar, it would undermine it will undermine the status as the world's main reserve currency, reduce Washington's clout in global trade, and weaken its ability to enforce sanctions on nation states.
Right. And right now, other than the military, the US use, sanctions to keep so-called keep the other nation in line. So if they lose that strength, then they will have to resort only to military action, right? So in this,
Take on the rest of the world.
right, take on the whole world. Cause in a sense, they can't do that anymore. So if we sanction Russia, right? What they have to do, they have to use the military, right? And they might try to find a military confrontation in Russia. Right, but prophecy needs to be fulfilled. It's not gonna happen, yo. Right? They can't buy the favor. Right? It can't on the road so far, but they're gonna meet at the dead. So you got that war must happen. Go ahead.
They say the Saudis know they have the dollar as a nuclear option.
Yeah, man.
One of the sources familiar with the matter said, the Saudis say the Americans let the Americans pass NOPEC, and it would be the U.S. economy. It would be the U.S. economy that will fall apart.
Exactly.
Right. And it show you how much this how important this thing basically Saudi Arabia, how important they are integral to the U.S. economy.
Right.
Because it's one single move Saudi Arabia can do, one move and collapse the entire, because believe it or not, the entire U.S. economy and everything stand upon the US dollar, right? The petrodollar. I mean, yes, that's the foundation. So collapse the foundation and the building can't stand.
That's correct. I say Saudi Arabia's energy minister did not respond to that. Going down to the next point, dollar edge money. NOPEC are the No Oil Producing and Exporting Cartels Act. That's what NOPEC mean, right? Was first introduced in 2000 and aims to remove sovereign immunity from U.S. antitrust law, paving the way for OPEC states to be sued for curbing output in a bid to raise oil prices.
Well, I guess somebody spent it right from the year 2000. See? And so I could have, I tried to defend it from that time, but it's too late now, right? And it appears that the Americans then lose confidence in the leaders of Saudi Arabia. See, so the Saudi can't switch for them anytime.
Hey, you can look for one coup. Or you can look for the American take out the government there.
Yeah, man.
Like how they take out Gaddafi.
Yeah, but you can look for one uprising down there now.
What the brother named Saddam? Everybody else there.
But then try with third union again. No man, the third president.
Because if you know, every other nation that is trying to step away from the US dollar as a means to trade for oil, right? Russia, Venezuela, Iran, right? All of them other countries, even China, right? US have sanctions for all of them nations.
Hey. The thing is, you have to understand why US do this, because they get to keep a balance on the money, Because if the money, if all of them countries send back the money, go back to America, if everybody stop using it, and that all of this money go back to America, say hyperinflation.
That's right.
Say a total collapse of the US dollar.
Yeah, right. That's part of the US. Part of the plan has happened. The US has a world reserve currency. Every single central bank in the world have to keep US dollars reserve. A lot of them reserve have to be US dollars.
So the demand diminishes.
Exactly.
And a whole lot of money flowing right back
imagine
into
that
the
pressure.
US economy.
So the US can't have that.
And we have to also bear in mind that they have a decade where them use quantitative easing to push money in the society already. So with that amount of them push back, because it costs them more than it costs in World War II.
Trillions of that.
Yeah, right. To conduct that quantitative easing to try and fix the economy or balance back the economy, whereas debts are concerned, right? If they are supposed to dump back dollars, every other country dump back US dollars back to the economy fall, that's the end of it, right? He said while the bill has never made it into law, despite numerous attempts, the legislation has gained momentum since US President Donald Trump came to office. Trump said he backed NOPEC in a book published in 2011 before he was elected. Though he has not voiced support for NOPEC as president, Trump has instead stressed the importance of US-Saudi relations, including sale of US military equipment even after the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi last year. A move by Saudi Arabia to ditch the dollar would resonate well with big non-OPEC oil producers such as Russia, as well as major consumer China and the European Union, which have been calling for moves to diversify global trade away from the dollar to dilute US influence over the world economy.
And that Mr.
Yeah, European Union.
Good. See, so that just two points there. It's not only come from the so-called communist them, right? Not from the so-called communist them, not from the Islamic regime, right? But also from the European Union, See, so everybody, so basically all the countries around the world are say, the US, I think I blow things out of proportion or have too much control and right over the state and them trading or even them businesses, That any little thing and the US can say, okay, we're sanctioning a country or don't trade a country. Right, this we not with them by the US dollar or whatever company of it selling the resources or whatever, See?
This reset mainly speak to NATO and the others, but they are not isolated, because other countries as Saudi Arabia have joined to them to help destroy America as well. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, he shall hate the word, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with
all
fire.
the US allies are going to be a part of our destruction.
Alright, Saudi Arabia have fire missiles.
Yeah, man. All the US allies are going to be a part of the destruction now. Right? You know, them up by themselves. You can go ahead.
Russia, which is subject to US sanctions, has tried to sell oil in euros and China's yuan, but the proportion of its sales in those currencies is not significant. Venezuela and Iran, which are also under US sanctions, sell most of their oil in other currencies, but they have done little to challenge the dollar's hegemony in the oil market. However, if the long-standing US allies such as Saudi Arabia join the club of non-dollar oil sellers, it would be a far more significant move, likely to gain traction within the industry.
And when I say non-dollar, I talk about the trade it in anything different from the US dollar. See?
Yeah, I think that really is the point, because the rest of the article talk about the different proportion in terms of oil price and the amount Saudi Arabia responsible for.
Basically, prophecies are being fulfilled, So it's beautiful, beautiful to see, read the scriptures and see prophecies being fulfilled. Because no matter how you see them nation here come together and act as if everything good, the scripture tell us, look, them are going to have the vision and they're going to destroy America. So you can't look for nothing else but that. So seeing the prophecies being fulfilled, we give thanks. It's beautiful.
So I guess with that, the video hopefully was pretty fine, right? Brothers then get something from it, and you can follow it up, see which part it go, because it will escalate one way or the other,
This is one aspect of how US is supposed to be destroyed.
Right.
This is just one aspect of it.
So, with that, shalom.